Okay, I won on my first try somehow.
Dantooine. Seems like a lifetime since I last set foot on her surface. Though in truth, it's only been a few months. We should be safe from Malak here. For now, at least.
Safe? You saw what his fleet did to Terrace. There wasn't a building over 2 stories high left standing. They turned the planet into one big pile of rubble.
Even the Sith would think twice before attacking Dantooine. There are many Jedi here, including several of the most powerful masters of the Order. There is great strength within this place.
Agree with Bastila, we should be safe here.
We can get supplies here and recuperate. The Academy is a place of mental and spiritual healing. Something we could all use after what we've been through.
Maybe you're right. It isn't easy to witness the annihilation of an entire planet. I know Mission must be taking it pretty hard.
She will find a
Fuck
way to come to terms
Mission.
with her grief. She's stronger than she appears. We just need to give her time. Now I must go speak with the Council. I need their advice on recent developments. After I've met with them, I will meet you outside the ship. I've spoken briefly with the Council. They request an audience with you. We should go at once.
An audience with the Jedi Council? It's pretty unusual for someone who isn't even a Jedi. What's this about, Bastila?
I'm sorry, Karth, but I cannot tell you. All I ask is that you trust in the Force and the wisdom of the Council.
Well, I don't like being left out of the loop, but I'm not looking to get you in any trouble with the Jedi Masters. We'll do things your way for a while.
Come, they're expecting us. I will lead you to the Council chambers.
Do you speaking with the Council, you will be unable to switch characters in and out of the party. So just follow Bastila and Karth, and wow, that's trippy up there. Yep, just follow Bastila to the way to the Jedi Council. Now, I'm assuming you've played this game before and taken my hints. That you get Force powers.
You there,
Oh.
Padawan. Why are you not wearing the customary robes of the Jedi?
Fuck you.
Bastila, but if
Yeah, I came with Bastila, now fuck you.
no,
Oh,
please, I wish.
yeah. Wow, that's really trippy. Just inside here's the Jedi Council. Karth, got
They're
anything to
waiting
say?
for you inside.
Okay.
Ah, so you are the one who rescued Bastila. It is appropriate you are here. We have been discussing your rather special case. I am Jar, a member of the Jedi Council. With me are Master Vrook, Master Vandar, and of course the chronicler of our academy, Master Dorak. Padawan Bastila, I am sure you are already familiar with.
What do you want for me?
Bastila tells
from
us
me?
you are strong in the Force. We are considering you for Jedi training.
Strong in the Force.
Master Jar speaks out of turn, perhaps. We need indisputable proof of your strong affinity to the Force before we would even consider accepting you for training.
Proof? Surely the entire Council can feel the strength of the Force within this man. And I've already related to you the events that took place on Terrace.
Perhaps it was simple luck.
We both know there is no luck. There is only the Force. We all feel the power in Bastila's companion, though it is wild and untamed. Now that this power has begun to manifest itself, can we safely ignore it?
The Jedi training is long and difficult, even when working with a young and open mind. Teaching a child is hard. How much harder will it be for an adult to learn the ways of the Jedi?
Of course, great Jedi. I will learn your ways and follow the light.
Traditionally, the Jedi do not accept adults for training, though there are rare exceptions in the history of our order. But you are a special case.
I agree with Master Dorak. Many of our own pupils are leaving the Jedi Order to follow the Sith teachings. We need recruits to stand against Malak. With Revan dead...
Are you certain Revan is truly dead? What if we undertake to train this one and the Dark Lord should return?
We should discuss this matter more fully in private.
That was weird.
Bastila, you and your companion must go. This is a matter for the Council alone.
As you wish, Master Vandar. We shall return to the Ebon Hawk and leave you to your deliberations.
And then vision time. Vision time. Basically, I'll cut it to you. Revan and Malik in some secret place on Dantooine, and they find something important.
Stranger by the minute. First Bastila comes out looking like she saw a ghost, and now you. Well, Bastila did mention that you should go to the council chambers before she left. It's no doubt urgent, so you shouldn't keep them waiting.
Ugh, I had a rough night. Did she say anything else?
No, she didn't. She didn't seem well, as I recall, and for that matter, neither do you. Are you all right?
I had a rough night. Let's go.
You got it.
Let's talk to these two before we do anything else. Maybe we can get some more companion side quests out of them.
Yeah, what do you want? Your
Nope.
choice.
Yes, what's on your mind?
We want to continue our discussion from before.
I thought I said I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I think you owe me an explanation, Karth.
I suppose you're right. Fine, then. But I don't know why you're so interested, but here goes. When I think of all the men who betrayed us, the one that stands out above all of them is the one that I respected the most. Saul.
That name sounds familiar.
With good reason. Admiral Saul Kareth is the commander of the entire Sith fleet. He's half the reason Malik has done so well in the war. Saul was my commanding officer back when the Mandalorian Wars first began. He taught me everything about being a soldier, and I looked up to him. Saul approached me before he left. He talked to me about how the Republic was on the losing side and about how I should start thinking of my survival. I know now that he was trying to recruit me into the Sith, but I couldn't have conceived of it back then. I argued with him and he got angry and he left. I never saw him again.
You didn't think you would betray the Republic?
Saul was my mentor. He led us to so many victories against the Mandalorians. Even when things looked to be at their worst.
I believe you,
couldn't
Karth.
conceive
I've read
it.
the comics.
He couldn't be serious. I was wrong, of course. He not only left us for the Sith, he gave them the codes to bypass our scanners. I remember waking up as the first of the Sith bombers snuck past our defenses and began destroying half of our docked ships. I knew right away what had happened. I mean, I could have stopped him. I could have stopped it all.
Why, if the guy betrayed you, did you not change your codes that the guy in charge of the fleet knew? Really? Oh, no wonder why the Republic is losing this war. So you blame yourself for trusting your friend.
I blame Saul, not myself. I was stupid and I ignored the danger. He nearly destroyed us all. No, I fought Saul for years now, and if I ever catch up to him, he will regret what he's done. He will regret it.
I do the same thing in your shoes.
Well, there's more to the story, I guess. But I don't want to talk about it right now. Let's go.
Can we please talk about it some more?
Yes, what's on your mind?
No? Okay.
You got it.
Candace, got anything to say?
Yeah, what do you want?
It's not.
Your choice.
Let's get our Jedi training in and talk about that vision we had about Revan and Malik in some dark, creepy cave, finding something important, I would suppose. Turning to the dark side. This weird graphics glitch. Probably unhealthy.
Bastila has told us of a most unusual development. She claims you and she have shared a dream. A vision of Malik and Revan in the ancient ruins here on Dantooine.
These ruins have long been known to us, but we believe them to be merely burial mounds. Perhaps they're more than we first suspected, if Revan and Malik found something there.
And this is basically the vision. I don't know what Bastila is talking about for dark side points.
See, dishonesty. We are taking an incalculable risk at even considering training this one.
You cannot deny what you are. These dreams are part of you. The Force is part of you, though a part you cannot yet control. But through training and discipline, we can teach you to live as one with the Force.
Bastila has described this shared dream to the Council in great detail. We feel it is more than a dream. It is a vision. The Force is acting through you, as it acts through Bastila.
I'm having visions now.
You and Bastila share a powerful connection to the Force, and each other. This is not unheard of. Connections often form between master and student, but rarely does a bond develop so quickly.
Whatever dangers may lie ahead, we cannot ignore the destiny that has brought you and Bastila here to us. Together.
What the hell are you talking about?
You and she are linked, as is your fate to hers. Together, you two may be able to stop Darth Malak and the Sith.
But do not let your head be filled with visions of glory and power. Such thoughts are the path to the dark side. The way of the light is long and difficult, as you must learn. Are you ready for such hardship?
Of course, Masters. I seek to follow the light.
Good. It is well that you see how important this is, and have the devotion to follow it. Understand that there is little choice in this matter, for you or us. Across the galaxy, the numbers of our order dwindle. We have sent many Jedi in quest of a way to thwart Malak's advance. Many have not returned. The Sith hunt the Jedi down like animals, ambushing and assassinating our brothers wherever they are found. We fear it is only a matter of time until they discover even this hidden refuge.
Other Jedi have fallen from the light and embraced the dark side, giving their allegiance to the Sith and Malak, their Dark Lord.
Do not fear, Masters. I will not fail. Oh, look at that. Evil face. Evil face! Why do they trust
If Malak
me?
is not stopped, the Republic will fall, and the Jedi will be hunted to extinction. The galaxy will enter a time of darkness and tyranny, not seen for 1,000 generations.
The Council has decreed that you and Bastila must investigate the ancient ruins you dreamed of, once the Council deems you ready.
Perhaps there you will find some clue, some explanation of how Revan and Malak were corrupted, and perhaps there you shall find a way to stop them.
Of course, Masters. Anything to follow the light. Further.
Yes. Your devotion is most commendable. Before we send you to investigate the ruins, you must be trained in the ways of the Jedi, so that you can resist the darkness within yourself, within all of us. Otherwise, you are doomed to fail.
I surrender myself to the will of the Council.
We must begin your training at once. You have a destiny upon you that you must be prepared to face. The entire fate of the galaxy is upon you.
No pressure.
You will prove up to the task.
Time for the Pokemon theme song. I wanna be the very best that no one ever was. Catch them is my real test. To train them is my
Truly
cause.
understand the way of the Jedi.
I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. It's Pokemon to understand
Jedi
the
is never
power
alone.
that's inside.
Others in the order will
Pokemon,
always
gotta
stand
catch
by
'em, it's you and
You and
me.
Bastila share a
I know
special
it's my
bond.
destiny,
Do not be afraid to
Pokemon.
turn to
Oh,
them when you need
you're
help
my
in your
best
training.
friend in a world we must defend.
The way of the
Pokemon,
Jedi is
oh,
difficult.
a heart so
It requires great
true.
discipline.
Our courage will pull us
Yet
through.
even
You
though
teach
are a
me
mere
and I
apprentice,
teach
your
you.
potential is unlimited, and your
Pokemon,
progress
gotta catch
amazing.
'em all,
In
yeah.
all my years, I have never seen one who has mastered
Every
initial
challenge
training
along
so
the
quickly.
way, with courage
He's done
I
in
will
weeks what
face.
many cannot do in years.
I will battle every day
I am
to
honored
claim
to
my
welcome you
rightful
fully into the
place.
Jedi Order.
Come with me, the
Soon
time
your
is right.
apprenticeship will end,
There's
and
no
you will be
oh,
granted
important
the title
stuff.
of Padawan, the lowest rank of those within the Jedi Order. Yet first you must prove yourself worthy.
What do I have to do? I want some questions about Revan and Malak.
Few mention those names around here anymore, but I suppose it is just as dangerous to deny they were ever part of the Order. When I was still on Coruscant, Revan and Malak often came to me for additional training. In particular, Revan's hunger to learn seemed insatiable. I should have recognized this as a warning sign, but I perceived the young Padawan's lust for knowledge as simple exuberance and eagerness. Revan was my most promising pupil, one I felt sure would someday become a champion of the Jedi Order.
What happened?
The Jedi Order moved too slowly for Revan and Malak. We were too cautious in their eyes. They always sought to learn far quicker than their masters felt was prudent. It is one thing to understand a lesson, but to truly comprehend it takes a wisdom that only comes with time. Several years ago, when the Mandalorian threat first arose, Revan and Malak were eager to journey to the Outer Rim to defeat the enemy of the Republic. But the Council felt it best if we moved with care and caution. The true threat the Council feared had not yet revealed itself, but Revan would not be dissuaded. Charismatic and powerful, it was inevitable many of the Order would flock to Revan's seemingly noble cause. Malak was the first to join his closest friend. Others soon followed, many of our youngest and brightest, intent on saving the galaxy from the Mandalorian threat.
What happened to this noble mission?
They were foolish to disregard the Council's wishes. I do not know what happened to Revan, Malak, and their followers on the farthest reaches of the Outer Rim, but something corrupted them. Their ideals became twisted, their spirits were tainted, and they fell to the dark side. There is a lesson in this, a lesson you would do well to take to heart. The dark side can corrupt even the most noble of Jedi.
Yeah, get on with it.
You have learned much, yet there is much more for you to still understand. The way of the Jedi must be entered into with a clear and focused mind. When you feel that you are ready to continue your training, know that you can find me here.
Dark side points. Oh, we're so close to being completely evil. Even more evil than Canderous, and more aligned to one side than Karth.
Greetings, my young pupil. Your progress has been most remarkable so far. Are you here to continue your training in the ways of the Jedi?
Sure thing.
Soon your apprenticeship will end, and you will be granted the
said
traditions
that.
and customs of our order, as handed down from master to pupil for 1,000 generations. You must successfully complete 3 tests before you earn your place among the Jedi.
Let me guess. What is your name? What is your quest? And what is your favorite color?
These tests will see if you have truly mastered the training you have been given, both mental and physical. Upon completing these tests, you will pass from apprentice to Padawan, and join in the ranks of the Jedi. First, I will test your knowledge of the Jedi Code. These tenets must always guide your actions. In everything you do, you must always be conscious of their wisdom. You must prove you have a Jedi's understanding of the Code. Return when you feel you are ready for this challenge.
I already know the Jedi Code and the Sith Code.
Greetings, my young...
Yeah, continue training.
Soon, in the tradition...
So I've heard. Ready.
These
Okay, Jedi Code. There's no emotion. There's peace.
There is no ignorance.
There's knowledge.
There is no passion.
There is serenity.
There is no chaos.
There is the Force.
That is not correct.
What?
There is return. Greeting.
Fuck you. There's no emotion. There is peace. There is no English.
That is...
No, I didn't mean to click that.
Greeting. You have...
No.
Greeting. In the... There is no return.
Damn it.
Greeting.
Going too quickly.
There is...
There's no emotion. There's peace. There's no ignorance. There's no passion. There is serenity. There's no chaos. There is harmony.
There is no death.
That's the one I always forget. There's the Force.
You have learned your studies well, apprentice. It will not be long before you are a full member of our order. But first, you must pass the second test and learn about the most prized possession of a Jedi, the very symbol of our order, the lightsaber. The lightsaber is the traditional weapon of our order. It is a symbol of a Jedi's skill, dedication, and authority. And each lightsaber is as individual as the Jedi who wields it. The blade is made of pure energy, focused by polished crystals in the hilt. As the second test, each Jedi must construct his lightsaber with his own hands. And now it is your time. Speak with Master Dorak, and he will guide you through the choosing of a crystal.
Now, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I'm going to go with the side because I'm already level 8. And I don't have any force power yet. So I'm going to go down this side. It gives me the most force power.
You have come, young apprentice, at Master Czar's bidding. He sees great promise in you, as do I. The time has come for you to choose the color of your lightsaber. This color also reflects your demeanor and position within the Order.
What colors are there?
Blue is the color of the Jedi Guardian. This Jedi battles against the forces of evil and the dark side. They focus more on combat training and use of the lightsaber. Yellow is the color of the Jedi Sentinel. This Jedi ferrets out deceit and injustice, bringing it to light. They
Like
focus less
Bastila.
on combat and more on other skills and abilities. Green is the color of the Jedi Consular.
Yay!
This Jedi seeks to bring balance to the universe. They mediate between other groups, using their powers to end conflict and preserve peace.
I want to be a Jedi Counselor.
Indeed. We shall see. I will now ask you questions, and your responses will indicate which class you lean most towards. A woman and her small child are beset by a desperate-looking group of thugs. They're menacing her with weapons, and she screams to you for help. What do you do?
This seems like the Counselor thing to do. Actually, it sounds more like the set, no, so I'll choose this.
Indeed. Very well. On to the next question. You are in combat with a dark Jedi allied with the Sith. There is a pause in the combat. What do you do?
For I see a weakness in his technique.
Yes, I suspected as much. Now for the next question. There is a locked door, and your goal lies on the other side. What do you do?
Actually, that fleeing thing probably wasn't the Council thing. This is a really obscure one. I am just going to knock.
I am beginning to see a pattern here, apprentice.
I doubt it.
I have a feeling about what you would be best at. But first, the final question. You are the head of an enclave on a contested world. The Dark Jedi have infiltrated and are causing unrest across the planet. What do you do?
Coordinate with the planetary government.
Yes, I thought as much. As I suspected, you would be most suitable as a Jedi Sentinel. Which color and path do you believe yourself most suited to, apprentice?
This is a very important choice. Do not just keep on clicking through the dialogue, you might screw up. What you should choose is green, the path of the Jedi Counselor, if you have been leveling up and am now level 8. Otherwise, you can choose what you want.
Here is a green crystal for your lightsaber. Go speak to Master Jar again, and he will instruct you on how to construct it.
Yay, I'm a Jedi! Treat injury, we can use... we can still use repair and computer use, but we don't get as many, points. Persuade is still pretty much useless because we're dark-sided. So I guess we won't care about that too much. We get weapon proficiency, lightsaber, Jedi defense, force focus, which is I think that's Jedi Counselor, Jedi sense and force sensitive, which allows us to use force powers and shit. Yeah, this is the Jedi Counselor thing. And you just get those as you go along. Force sensitive is only the main character Jedi, but the rest of the characters that you can turn to Jedi and color 2 get it. I am going to fully upgrade my 2-weapon fighting. Actually, no I'm not. Yes I am. No I'm not. I am going to give me... Once you get the Jedi feats, I always feel inclined to choose them. I would do Master 2-weapon fighting, because, yeah. And because we're dark-sided, we're going to do dark-sided feats or universal ones, like Shock. And, this is universal, Burst of Speed. Karth and Canvas also got a level. Karth, I'm going to level up. Did I get to attribute you before? I don't think I did. Dexterity is probably what you need. Treat injury, 2-weapon fighting, Master 2-weapon fighting. Candra's strength. Treat injury. I'm inclined to go with toughness and make you even more of a tank. Tank Candrass. Oh, that's Karth.
Yes?
I was wondering why I didn't have any force points, but I've got 50 already. Now, just to talk to Jar and then construct my lightsaber.
Ah, good. Now that you have selected your crystal, we shall begin the construction of your lightsaber.
So I'll walk, pull out an invisible drawer, start flailing your fingers in midair, and create your lightsaber. A green lightsaber. What is your favorite color? It is green. Now, I'm not going to be using a sword with it, because it looks ugly, but I'm going to be getting another lightsaber relatively soon, so just hang on. This would actually be better to use the vibro sword, but it doesn't seem right, because now I'm a Jedi, I should be using lightsabers. I never gave Karth Bendak's blaster. I'll give him Karth's blaster and this. Heavy blaster, Arcanian heavy pistol is still the best.
Yes?
Now I've got a green lightsaber. Let's twirl it around a bit. Awesome.
You have done extremely well in constructing your lightsaber, apprentice. Your crystal seems to have been set perfectly. It is rare indeed for that to happen the first time one constructs their lightsaber. These crystals are very rare, found only in certain caves strong in the Force. By adding crystals to your lightsaber, you can alter or enhance its properties. There have even been unconfirmed rumors of certain Force-sensitive caves here on Dantooine that may hold these crystals.
Yeah, we'll be getting those.
Your lightsaber identifies you as a member of the Jedi Order. With such recognition comes honor and respect, and the attentions of dangerous enemies. The Sith and Dark Jedi will seek to destroy you, apprentice. And you must prove yourself worthy in battle against a foe who also wields a lightsaber. Are you ready to face the final challenge, apprentice?
I thought there was 3 tests, but sure.
For every Jedi, the threat of the dark side is always present. You must truly understand this before you are accepted into the Order. You must see the corruption of the dark side for yourself. Even here on Dantooine, there are places where the dark side holds sway, twisting and tainting nature itself. The ancient grove, once used for deep meditation by the Jedi, is now tainted. A wave of darkness perverts the region around it. The Kathhounds in the area have become savage and ruthless. They have become a threat to the settlers, a threat the Jedi have promised to stop.
And what's causing this corruption?
The Kathhounds are but a symptom of the true problem. You must journey into the grove and confront the true source of the darkness. That is your task.
You know more than you're telling me.
I can say no more. Some things you must see for yourself. None of the other Jedi at the Academy are permitted to help you in this task. But remember this, my young apprentice. A Jedi acts with patience and care, and those on the dark path are not always lost forever. The dark side still taints the ancient grove. Your lessons cannot continue until the spreading corruption of the dark side has been stopped. This is your task, apprentice. May the Force be with you.
Yay! Time to kill shit. Candrass... Actually, maybe I can talk to Candrass now.
Yeah, what do you want?
War stories.
I was one of the best youth warriors in the clan Ordo in my time. No one before me had mastered the power of our basilisk war droids as quickly as I had. Except Mandalore himself, of course. In those days, we were sweeping across the Outer Rim, destroying all who fought us. Young Mandalores would prove themselves in real combat with unknown opponents above 1,000 worlds.
Each brought back stories of his achievements.
Well, I don't mean to yawn, but, what was your story?
I remember it well, orbiting high above a placid world, its defenses just stirring. As was tradition, I would go ahead of the first wave to find enemies in the thickest fighting. I remember sitting there in my armor, linked directly with the basilisk thrumming beneath me, my heart racing with fear of the coming battle.
Fear? Well, what happened next?
The doors opened in front of me, and the air was sucked out of the drop bay, scattering crystals of frozen vapor across my path. I can't describe what it feels like to look directly down at a world, falling continuously as you circle it, with barely 15 centimeters of armor plate protecting you. When the magnetic locks disengaged on my droid, I plunged out of the drop bay towards the battle that waited below.
You dropped from a droid. Those droids sure are something.
The exhilaration, the euphoria I felt as I streaked into the atmosphere, dodging self-guided projectiles and beam weapons, was unmatched. An 80-kilometer plunge through the atmosphere, dodging and weaving, the outside of my armor glowing like the sun with the heat of re-entry. And with barely 30 meters to spare, I twisted and skimmed the surface, firing at the giant beam generators that were in my path. The explosion from that sent shock waves that leveled the entire complex around it. It was the moment of my life.
I want basilisk war droids.
I'll never forget those times. But things are different now. We can't go on fighting the way we did. There are too few of us left now. But I really don't want to talk about this anymore. I trust I've satisfied your curiosity for now. Is there something else you want to know?
No.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Okay, let's see if I can talk to you more, because I want to do your companion side quest soon.
Yeah, what do you want?
Nope.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Nope.
You got it.
I think that's gonna cut it for this episode. In the next episode, we shall find out what is the source of darkness in the Tainted Grove. See you guys next time.